All that we can't afford to lose. Figure it out yourself. That's what Jesse and I are trying to do. That's what I have to try to fucking do. I don't know, man.
It's different. You can get Red Zone for 10. Sunday ticket is.
I do like that I can get CBS on PlayStation View now. It's also nice that the Cowboys were good last season, so they'll be on every primetime game.
Oh shit!
I just said Sid, but
Shit! Stop it! Everyone knows what you're saying. Okay?
like poop. Hey, let's do this fucking shit.
I was watching a top 10 biggest sellouts in rock today, and Green Day was on the list, and it made me happy.
Yeah, I don't like Green Day all that much.
I liked them before, but then they came back, and everyone praised them as the next coming, and I was like, why? And then they played all these crappy songs I didn't like, and I was like, see, exactly, this is, and then all of a sudden they had a Broadway musical.
We should podcast while we talk about that shit.
It is live right now.
Got the podcast.
Well, it says that, but it's there. It just says that all the time. Your mic's probably... Is your mic turned on?
Yeah, I think so. Sipwits.
See, this means it's coming on. I forgot to fix the thing. It still says Ultimate Madden Showdown from when we played. That was the Ultimate Madden Showdown.
It was a pretty good game, dog.
Yeah, it's called American Idiot.
It is.
And I'm sure it's horrible.
It's not great.
Carlos Santana?
Crow's Hide.
Santana? If you're going to name your kid Carlos, his middle name at least should be Santana.
I want to revisit this DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry thing, by the way, in this podcast. I saw a little tidbit of information today. Yeah, I know. Let's go.
Ready?
Yeah, dog.
Everyone shut up. Especially you. I don't want to hear one peep for the next hour.
Okay.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey, Juice Nation.
Hey!
What is up?
What's the haps, dogs?
It's 9 p.m. Do you know where your freedom is? No, I wouldn't. I was gonna say 7 p.m. You only get that if you watch Twin Peaks. Hey guys, how's it going?
Do you know where your Juice Nation is? It's right here.
Oh, we're juicing you right now, nation.
You're getting juiced.
Nation.
There's a gnat that is buzzing the tower.
Where is it? Like your head?
Yeah, it keeps like going right in front of me.
I'm wondering if it'll go next to the webcam. That'd be funny. Hey
Yeah,
Jesse.
see it?
Whoa, you almost chopped that thing to death.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Wait, oh, off the bat.
Shoot. I'm drinking this Red's Black Cherry Ale. It's a limited pick release. And honestly, I think, so I gave you 1, 2. I think it's the best Reds. 1, 2. Yes, I brought 2. I gave you 1 and I have this 1. Yeah, 1. That's right, Jesse. 1. He's holding up his finger. 1. Violet. Yes, 1. Good job, Jesse. 2.
Yay!
See, guys, this is why you should watch our podcast because we get to do fun things.
Like holding fingers up.
Yes. And you guys get to see my awesome head.
Now smell it.
Of the week.
No,
Smell like-
you jerk! I'm talking about your Reds. Jeez,
Oh.
pervert.
It smells. Actually, it doesn't smell very good. Don't smell it.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what you said that's your favorite? Is there any scribblings on there that you could read to the folks at home?
Well, Shrimply Pibbles, I think there might be. Nothing. There's nothing.
All right, limited pick.
Yes.
So you say that's your favorite? You said
I think so.
my favorite is still
The
blueberry.
Yeah, blueberry.
It's followed by raspberry.
I got a 4-pack of those.
Of raspberry? Excuse me.
Yes. I had 3 of those before coming here.
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah, work kind of
I just
today,
had
son.
this. Le fin de mort. I had a little bit left in the growler.
Sounds exotic, Jesse.
It's not. It's from Canada.
Oh. Just the Canadian
French
Indians.
Canada, I suppose.
Canadian Indians.
It's what I had last week. And now I have, I mean,
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. This is going to be a belchy episode. Hold on, light. What are you drinking?
I have Not Your Father's Minton Ale. It's 5% alcohol for Bill. Best served chilled over ice. Oh, that makes sense. Citrus brew. So basically, it's from
Over ice. would
Small
probably
Town
be
Brewery.
Brilliant.
Small Town Brewery.
Brewery.
I don't know where it is, but this is the same. This is brought to you from the makers of Not Your Father's Root Beer, Not Your Mom's Strawberry Rhubarb,
Not your father's Shasta.
Not Your Father's
What?
Cream Ale.
Yeah, cream soda, right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I never had it, and I'm not a big fan of cream soda or root beer. So I think I had the root beer and it was all right. So let me.
The root beer was all right, but it is really sugary. My brother and I made the mistake of doing. It was with you, right, Scott? So we've got Scott and Emily in the room with us. They're not going to be mic'd up, and we're not going to go to them very much. Don't worry, you got full attention. Anyway, Scott and I think we did root beer floats, but it wasn't with ice cream. We just used vanilla vodka, and instead of root beer, we used Not Your Father's root beer, and we got messed up off of like 1 or 2 of those things.
It was
Like,
yeah.
did we throw up, or was it just like pass out?
Wait, I don't get it. It was with vodka and Not Your Father's.
So you use vanilla vodka and then the Not Your Father's root beer, and you mix the two instead of. So otherwise, like normally, if you didn't use that, it would just be root beer and vanilla vodka.
So you just made yourself a big old vodka smoothie, basically, with extra alcohol.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
that's gonna mess you up.
It was good,
Makes
but
sense.
it is stout. Plus, I'm always a little heavy-handed with the booze. Holy crap! Did you kill that? Oh, you poured it.
I put it in this thing so I could put it back on the deal. So it's very sugary, and it's not exactly like Mountain Dew, but it's like, oh, that's Mountain Dew, but then the sugar like blasts hits you
Maybe
in the
that's
mouth.
why they tell you to put it over ice.
Maybe to keep it super cold and whatnot, water it down maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. As I said before the podcast, I'm a bit of a Mountain Dew purist. I like Mountain Dew, so I mean, like this is kind of I should have known that I wouldn't quite like it.
What's your
Not
feelings
quite
on
there.
what are your feelings on like Mellow Yellow?
Well, there's nothing mellow about it, Nick. I tell you that much. That's his old commercial. No,
All right.
you don't know that.
No, I guess I shouldn't. I now regret going down this road. shouldn't have
Anyway,
said it.
Mellow Yellow was my go-to way back in the day, and it was one of the few sodas that continued to serve it in like glass bottles instead of like when everything went to plastic.
Were you also mad about Sapphire? Saffron. Fuck.
No,
Saffron. It's the Donovan
This is the
song.
pre.
Anyway. Yeah, Scott. Scott's already be like, this is the football podcast. We get to the important football news.
it's funny how he's your brother, but he has no idea how this works.
I know. He doesn't listen to the podcast. He's just a bitch.
Good times.
Hey. How's it going?
Oh, well, pretty good. The booze. Ooh, I fused it.
Oh, you mixed. You didn't rinse
with-
out the beer glass.
No,
did
I
ya?
didn't. So I fused the Not Your Father's with Le Fin de Monde.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you were drinking before, which you just said. Now he's deeply inhaling his. Yeah, he just. Was that joke worth it? Was the funny worth it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay, good. What are you doing? No, never mind. Anyway,
Man, I had something funny to say. I thought right there, but I couldn't because it had a swear word in it.
and bleep it out, I guess.
I don't want to do that. I feel like this might be a late night. You know what I mean?
I hope not. But you know what? I don't care.
It already started late.
Yeah, we did. It started at like 9, right?
Yeah. Well, it's almost 9.
Oh,
It's
no, it's
8:59 right
8:59.
now.
So, should we talk about the Hall of Fame game first, and then
Yeah.
news and stuff?
Oh, I didn't even write anything about the Hall of Fame game. But we should.
I watched 3/4 of
Guess
it.
who's back?
Shouldn't you be preparing for a freaking football game, Brandon?
Nope. He doesn't enjoy that. He just wants to hang out.
Did you see? He's wearing cowboy boots now. He wants to kick your door and wearing cowboy boots.
Oh, what a son of a bitch.
I know. You're a real dickhole.
You're a real so and so,
Yeah.
you. Why
I guess we better do his pick so we can get the F out of here.
All right, let's do it.
It's the Brendan McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brendan McManus.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who are just now tuning in to our podcast, every podcast we sometimes get graced, I guess.
I
with
mean,
the
yeah,
presence
if you
of
could call it being great.
great in quotes, Brandon
quotes.
McManus. He
Who sorry.
Yeah, no, go for
Who
it.
demands?
Yeah, he is just demanding and rude, guys.
He comes in, he busts through the door, yells at us and screams in the background until we pay attention to him, and then demands that we pick someone from one of the games that just happened previous week as the Brandon McManus Man of the Hour.
Yeah. So,
Excuse me. The only thing he doesn't
Lunch.
do is put a gun to our head and make us choose him, which
Yeah.
he has actually done.
Yeah, it's true. But you know what, though? Like, what's odd is he's nice, and I'm comforted by his eyes.
Oh yeah, he's definitely. I mean, he's behind me most of the time. But it's like
I have to stare deep into his eyes.
The weird thing
I
is-
sometimes see his soul.
I can feel him looking at the back of my head, and it's probably one of the most comfortable things I've ever.
Yeah, it's like you're wrapped in a warm
almost like
blanket.
I am the little spoon, and his
Yeah.
eyes are the big spoon.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what
like
I mean?
he's the sun, and he's just stepped out of a cold, dark area.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah, angelic almost.
yeah, a little bit.
Godlike? Too far?
No, he's not Barnage status.
Oh.
Speaking of which, we haven't even like.
Someone needs a sign,
we,
Gary
we
Barnage.
haven't even like he's not gonna get signed.
No, I thought the Ravens would, because the Ravens are just dropping players left and right, and they don't have a good starting.
Is his fall from grace so hard that he cannot get picked up by some crap team?
Dude, I don't know.
Or does he just not care? Maybe he just doesn't
Maybe he
care.
just doesn't care. I don't
That
know.
seems like him. He probably is just like, I'm gonna go. Well, no. He seems like he's like, bah, you know what? I'm not gonna just go to some bull team. I'm gonna be me. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not. Whatever.
But anyway, the
I'm
Brandon
worried.
McManus Man of the Hour. Yeah, I am worried too. I hope he finds a job. I do think he'll resurface. Gosh, I hope so.
Okay, who do you got? I can't handle it anymore.
I am picking second year Rico Gathers, tight end.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say second year rookie or something.
No, I fought the urge.
So
He was drafted in the 6th round last year. He was a basketball player.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry.
And this,
go ahead.
go for it, man.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, the touchdown catch that I saw was just like dominant. He looked like he was at least 2 foot taller than the guy who was
2 foot tall.
2 foot taller.
He is. So I looked it up before. He's 6 feet. He's 6 feet 8 inches tall. He was matched up against a rookie safety who's an undrafted free agent named Ironhead Gallon. Is
Ironhead.
his safety's name?
Ironhead Gallon,
But the
like
safety
of milk.
So the safety is 5 foot 10 inches tall, 202 pounds. Rico Gathers is 6'8" and 291.
Yeah, that's not
like he
fair.
didn't stand a chance.
Ironhead Gallon of the milk gallons.
Of House Gallon.
How's the New Hampshire Gallons? No.
I was gonna go all Game of Thrones with it, but
No, yeah, good.
he had he caught the ball 3 times for 59 yards. He had a 26-yard touchdown pass completed to him. He was just, I don't know. So I guess it prompted Jason Garrett to today say that he's going to play as many snaps as they can get him in preseason.
It prompted Jason Garrett to say, Jerry's probably going to make me play as many snaps.
Jerry said that we're going to do this, so we're going to do it. Except, do you think Jason Garrett gets to call Jerry Jones Jerry? It's probably Mr.
Mr.
Jones.
Mr. Jones and me.
Nice. I was gonna go me and Mr. Jones, but like, get it?
We got a thing going on?
Yeah. You looked at me like you had no idea. What
Yeah,
I was
no,
talking
I had to
about.
process it a little bit.
I thought that was pretty standard to know, but
Got a thing going on. Right? Why aren't you doing this?
Has anybody ever told you that you have a singing voice of Fergie and Jesus?
Yeah.
like
You know,
the heavens
who
open.
told me that? Fergie and Jesus.
Oh,
and
you know what?
And they would know.
Yeah. Anyway, so you said you didn't take any notes about the Hall of Fame game.
go for
I
it if
didn't
you haven't.
either. I didn't take any notes, but I watched the game.
You know, I didn't even think about it. I watched the game too, but I didn't even think about like taking notes.
So
afterwards.
I didn't take any notes. I guess my question to you is overall, like, what are your thoughts? I did see an interesting factoid that there were more viewers for this nothing Hall of Fame game than there were for the All-Star
Bowl?
basketball game.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 5.8 compared to 6.3 million viewers.
That's bad data.
Anyway,
Out of the week.
there was a. Anyway, there was a. I forgot what I was going to say. No, there was like. I was just happy to watch football again.
Yeah,
It was fantastic, and I was watching
except it was ugly. I mean, like,
Oh yeah,
it was sloppy.
Well, no, the first like couple quarters, I felt like. Well, I mean, it was probably sloppy for you because
was
Arizona
concerned
looked
the
like they
first-
were in control. Like that game, they were just gonna kill them.
So yeah, it like all of a sudden it got 15-0 real quick. The first 2 or 3 series for the Cowboys offense couldn't really put anything together, and nothing was really happening. And then all of a sudden they got up 15-0. The Cowboys defense finally turned on and
Yeah.
started gobbling up the Cardinals.
In these preseason games, I feel like it's just like depth will win. Like
Yeah.
whoever is like has the most depth in the team is gonna win. End up like there's gonna be a bunch of garbage points like at the end.
Yeah.
Not that yours were. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like that's just kind of how it.
No, and I agree with you. And one thing that I found interesting is that like so the Cowboys offense, like we saw a lot of depth I think in this Hall of Fame game, and we didn't even see as I excuse me. Hey, what do you think? You're drinking that Red's Black Cherry now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I read an article that was talking about the depth of the wide receivers, and then we got to see Bryce Butler get a pair of touchdowns,
Yeah.
and we got like Rico Gathers got a touchdown, and like we saw all this them do all these offensive plays, and we didn't even see the quote slot wonder twins that are Cole Beasley and Ryan Switzer because like
yeah. Did Ryan Switzer even play? Why?
I don't know. Everybody's been talking about how good Ryan Switzer and Cole Beasley have been looking in like practice and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I saw that Beasley wasn't playing. I saw him on the sideline, but I didn't even see Switzer anywhere.
I didn't either.
Like about the third quarter, I was like, wait a second, shouldn't like the Switzer guy be playing right now?
I thought,
like,
yeah, and he wasn't returning kicks either.
is he? That's what is he going to do that?
I figured he would return kicks. I figured he'd replace Lucky Whitehead at that.
No, that's true. Who was doing that?
Lucky Whitehead.
No, but who was doing that on the game?
I don't know. I don't know. But Kellen Moore looked pretty good.
Yeah, I thought the Cardinal. I thought. Speaking of man of the hour, I guess I never said mine.
Yeah, Kellen Moore looked pretty good. Scott's questioning my Kellen Moore. I'm going to pull up Kellen Moore stats. Jesse, you go on, buddy.
My Brandon McManus. Oh, I actually know what they are roughly.
Oh, snap. Go for it. Dog.
My Brandon McMahon Man of the Hour is Blaine Gabbert. Blaine, the main vein, Gabbert. Well,
The Cowboys defense did not look good.
Well, I just thought that Blaine actually looked very like confident and was like he was 11 for 14 for 185 yards. Now Kellen was actually around that same yards too, but had one touchdown and one interception.
Oh, he did have a pick? It's not bad for a backup quarterback, but I mean, he also played second and third stringers.
Right. I forgot I used to put the pictures up. I'm not going to do
I'm
that.
surprised we didn't see Luke McCown in that game.
Didn't he just get picked up though?
A few weeks back. It's a
Yeah.
Hall of Fame game, wouldn't you? I guess
Not if you don't know the plays and stuff
yeah,
yet.
He'll
Like,
play plenty on Saturday, probably.
yeah. I'd say this next 2 or 3 games. Like,
Yeah.
who's there? Who? That's what? Stephen Jones or something? What's their third stringer? Who's their third stringer?
Stephen Jones is the VP.
I'm sure that's not who I was thinking.
Right now, it's Dak, Kellen Moore, Luke McCown.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought there was another one.
Oh, there was some dude who was playing like rush or something. He was some 6th or 7th round draft pick from this season. I mean, from this last year draft. I have no idea who he is.
Quarterback though, right?
Yeah. He'll be practice squatted.
Right. See, that's who I was talking about. Like squatted.
Squatted.
Oh, Bill! Whoa, Bill's putting the moves on.
Yeah, Bill's making out with Emily.
Off camera, Bill's putting
Hey.
the moves
Hey, Bill.
on Nick's wife.
You wanna go out back? We'll take our shirts off and go toe to toe? Huh?
Bill would destroy you.
He would. Probably cut me real deep.
Oh, he'd cut you real deep. Yeah. I'd probably bite a couple holes in your face.
But in case you're wondering, the Cowboys won that game 20-18.
They did. You got 1 point.
Yay! I got one.
I got 0 point. Do you want to go into some news?
Hey, just before I forget, because I pulled up my notes for this week's podcast, and you want to know what the top of my notes is? It's to discuss about this Westchester Small Dicks name you came up with my fantasy team.
Hey,
Though hilarious.
what basically what happened is ESPN analyzed you and your life and came up with the most appropriate name possible and put it in there. I had nothing to do with it, all right?
Yeah,
It's the
Hey,
computers.
hey, Bill.
Bill.
Bill's like, you wanted to tussle?
Yeah. Talking smacks. I almost said the S word just now. Not the S word.
No.
Not the
But
S
anyway,
word, Billy.
yeah. So if you're in our fantasy league this year, make sure somebody, Jesse, hasn't changed your team.
Oh
name.
no, I didn't change anybody else's name.
Hey, Jesse, when is our draft?
August 22nd. Tuesday at 8 p.m. Yeah, because there was no
Oh, it's a
other time.
Tuesday.
Yeah, so we could.
Oh, we can just podcast.
Yeah,
during it,
exactly.
Hey, you want to go to El Cactus for dinner, or can you not because of kiddos?
Oh no, I probably can't because I just thought that I probably can't because Bran will be at.
Yeah, but what if
Mary Kay.
What if the three of us went, and then anybody else could go, and then Emily could drive with the kids in the car?
What?
Emily's not gonna. She could drive your vehicle with the kids, and you could just take the kids to dinner.
By myself?
No, we'll all be there. Like, I'll be there. Emily will be there. Mike will.
You're
be
gonna
there.
help me with my children.
Yeah, why not? I'm good with kids. You kids like me. I like El Cactus, Jesse.
They're getting unruly at restaurants now. It's ridiculous donkey.
Have you just tried thumping them in the head?
Doesn't even.
Did they still have the
they don't
soft
even.
spot?
They don't even flinch anymore.
Really?
That soft spot is now a piece of stone
Trying
that will
to-
break your fingers.
Time to get a soap and a sock.
No, what you need is a bag of Valencia oranges.
Oh.
It'll teach him a lesson, but it won't leave a bruise.
Oh boy.
That's a Family Guy quote. Bing Crosby.
Oh. So, what should we talk about next? What should we talk
I got all this news. Let me start with the first thing that is onto my list now. Okay, then. Brandon Albert comes out of retirement.
Yeah.
And I say retirement in air quotes.
It lasted 7 days.
Albert basically just doesn't want to play for the Jaguars, which, I mean, is understandable, I guess.
Can't blame him.
So basically, they made him. I think it was because he wants to still play, doesn't want to play for them. He wanted them to like release him or whatever, but they put him in a designation that would like basically they still hold his rights and he owes them money.
It's the same with
So he
it's the
unretired.
same- isn't the same it's the same thing the Seahawks did to Marshawn Lynch, right? Put him in the reserve
Left team
it was the
list or
reserve
something.
retired list.
Yeah, something like that. And well, I mean, it's probably the same thing that happened with Calvin Johnson.
Oh, maybe.
Remember, because Calvin Johnson had to
He had
pay
to-
money
yeah.
back as well. So basically,
That was funny.
yeah, like that was weird. Basically, Brandon Albert wants to still play, but doesn't want to play for Jacksonville. I think is what I get out of it.
What else you got, dog?
I got Jay Cutler.
Oh, what? Isn't he retired and can commentate for Fox?
See, that's what everyone else thought. But it turns out now that he got signed to the Miami Dolphins to play quarterback
Wait,
for them.
what? I thought Ryan Tannehill was
No,
the
see, that's the
quarterback.
other thing. Ryan Tannehill got a torn meniscus in his left meniscus, so he is out.
Oh, wait, I thought he partially tore his ACL last season.
He did. That's the third thing.
Wait, did he do it again?
Yeah, it happened again.
And they went outside Jay Cutler?
They signed Jay Cutler.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I
How
need
did
a
they see
quarterback.
it?
I
How
don't know.
did they see it?
They're $10 million guy.
Oh my god!
It's crazy.
You sound like Roger Rabbit.
I can't even do it. Can you do that please thing? that he
I
does?
don't think so.
That's tough. That's a
I
tough
know.
thing to
I
do.
couldn't do that.
Whoever
I couldn't
did
do the please. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
do
I'm not even going to attempt it. No.
You are gonna attempt it, huh?
I'm not even going to attempt it, but wait. Can't do it.
God, what a great movie.
My brother-in-law was telling me that, perhaps EJ, that is a, actually the hidden meaning in that movie is, against the oil companies.
Oil companies.
Yeah. Think about it.
Oh, because once they get rid of the the bad guy with the sludge who kills
Train
the cartoon
comes
characters
in.
and everything's happy
And
and shit.
what is dip?
stuff?
Oil.
That's a good point. I kind of just figured it was a like a anti-discrimination movie.
No, it's actually against the oil companies.
I do love that movie.
Fun fact.
When I killed your brother!
Oh God, Christopher Lloyd's most terrifying role of all time.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm not just!
Oh, so great.
Oh man, that scared the schniz out of me.
Bob Hoskins, rest in peace, was great in that movie. Yeah, Bob Hoskins is dead.
He
Yeah,
kicked a
Scott-
cartoon in the
Scott didn't know
nads.
that. Yeah, yes, he did. Bob Hoskins died a couple of years back of like
Yeah,
Parkinson's or something like that, right?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, back to Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Adam Gase says that Cutler remembers everything because it's his offense. It's the same offense he was in when he was there.
So the two of us, we've talked about this already, and I feel like we're gonna talk about it again. So it's cool, but I feel like the Dolphins are now like have a chance of beating the Patriots.
I've like read. I've watched some things about it. I've read some things about it. There's some people who are like they're gonna be a lot better. There's some people who are like they're gonna be the same. I think this is probably the best situation that Jay Cutler has ever been in,
Probably.
as far as weapons,
Yeah.
offensive line,
And it also seems like he was
well,
wanted.
I don't know about O line.
Like it seems like he's needed.
Yeah,
and he's
right.
Wanted.
No, like-
so like he'll probably love it.
You factor all that in with you could never tell if he loves it or not.
Yeah, I know.
But you factor all that in with Adam Gase being the one offensive coordinator that he had his
Yeah.
best year with, his
And
best years with.
also let us not forget getting to play in Miami, for half your season.
I mean, that's kind of a neat thing.
yeah,
His wife will probably love it
yeah.
because she's from a tropical climate.
Oh man, so like if his enthusiasm sticks with the game, and if he gives his at least 80% Cutler spirit, I think the Dolphins will be better.
I absolutely love Jay Cutler's demeanor. It makes me laugh so hard. Every time I see him and like, so we were watching like the press conference. It just happened to be on the TV, and Brienne was like, "He looks bad. I mean, he looks really mad, and like he doesn't want to be there at all." I'm like, "Brienne, it's Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like."
He had the arm scratch. He's just like.
I mean, he's got that look up. He's got that dopey, like I hate everything kind of look about him.
Do you think it's an act at this point?
No.
Do you think he just kind of goes with it, or do you think it was just a?
I just think that's the way he is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way he is.
You know what I thought?
It's
What
fine.
I have found interesting is the lack of conversation about him just upping and not working for Fox after all.
I bet you Fox is like, whatever. I mean, I bet you they're like, we just go play. You know, like if you want to come back, then you can come back or whatever. And you know, it's like, but I'm sure that they like understand that, and they probably didn't. I don't know if they gave him any money. It's not like, you know, he just had a job. He wasn't signed or whatever. I don't know how it works, I guess. If he was under contract or whatever. But, excuse me. He plays football.
Did you think that Jay Cutler would be the quarterback to come out of retirement and play for a team this season?
Yeah, because I didn't think he wanted to be retired in the first place. Just nobody wanted him.
Yeah, I don't know. So at his press conference, he made it sound like he didn't want to come out of retirement and that his wife talked him into it.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a weird thing to say.
But it's Jay Cutler. He's getting $10 million for 1 year.
Yeah, he doesn't give a rip.
Yeah.
He's just gonna freaking sling it in there like he always does.
Yeah.
He's gonna go out there and sling it.
He's gonna throw to Jarvis Landry a bunch of times, and then when he gets picked off, he'll do his whatever, and he'll go over to the
Because
sideline
Tick,
and
he will not eat any chocolate, and he'll sit down. I mean, he's
jeez, hit him in the diabetes belt, huh?
There was a what was it? There was a Simpsons or something. There's a Simpsons episode, I think it was, when Ned Flanders' kids, were saying like, "Oh, she's diabetic," and they're like, "Ha ha, she can't have caramel." Or maybe that was what's his face, Ralph Wiggum.
Oh, Ralph.
Sounds like a Ralph Wiggum
maybe.
quote. Anyway, that reminds. Every time I think of Jay Cutler's diabetes, it's the quote I think of. Hilarious.
Oh man.
He's got nervous tics. There's a lot of quirks to Jay Cutler. Do you ever see him? Maybe it's just me because I watch him all the time, against the Vikings. But he's got this. He's got tics, and
I'm
always,
wondering.
like,
do you
moving
think
his head back and forth?
I'd like to watch earlier games of him and see if that's a thing, because I'm wondering if that's a thing that's progressed the more he's gotten injured, or if it's something that he's always had.
Maybe diabetes is a side effect of football.
I don't know. Maybe CTE.
Maybe diabetes is a side effect of CTE.
I don't know. Maybe it's a form of douchery.
Maybe. I'm excited for one about getting new entries in the Smokin' Jay Cutler Tumblr website.
Yes. Smokin' Jay Cutler is back in full effect. I was on SB Nation's website last night.
Nice.
I don't know if the website is, but I was on SB Nation's, and like tweets were coming in, and they were talking about how I think they're wanting the website to come back.
Well, there's pictures of him like in his Dolphins gear already, like slinging passes
Is the
around.
website just Smokin' Jay Cutler?
SmokingJayCutler.tumblr.com, I think it is. So we have to, go ahead and find out. You find out.
No, yes.
Is there one with him and the Dolphins? Yes. Yes. That's fantastic.
Oh, that is great.
He's at the at his press conference. They've already updated it.
That's perfect.
I hope he kills it.
I do too.
At least one game. No, not again. But he also plays the Vikings this season.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, oddly enough. Of course he does. Week 4, I think. So, yeah, he always kills it against the Vikings, which is fantastic. Like, they can do nothing all year, and they play the Vikings and he'll just go off. But if he's ever the man of the hour, then I'm gonna definitely put a Smokin' Jay Cutler picture up for it.
This website's awesome.
SmokingJayCutler.tumblr.com. Jarvis Landry is under investigation for beating a woman.
Yeah, he said he's innocent. But
He says he's innocent, and you know who else says he's innocent? The woman.
what?
She said that he never physically harmed her, but someone else called the cops on their like they were having an argument or something. I don't
Oh,
know.
jeez.
So like, and he's like, I've done everything I can do. I've been forthcoming with the law enforcement. So I think it's just
Yeah, I'd written this down as
Something weird.
news, but I didn't know if it was anything.
it might be something. Who knows what the league is gonna do? I don't think he's gonna get in trouble legally.
I don't know if you saw this, but Quincy Enunwa was put on IR
Yep,
because of
for
a
the
bulging
season.
disc in his
In
neck.
his neck. He had to leave last year because of something to do with his neck, right?
So no, he had neck surgery or something in the off season or December or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think it was surgery. I don't remember what it was.
That's like career-ending stuff.
Yeah, dude. So that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, and Brandon Flowers retired.
Yep, Brandon Flowers retired after 9 seasons. He was released in March from the Chargers, but no one picked him up, so he just hung it up. Oh, along with Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, I did have that down.
And he actually announced his retirement in a Twitter video with Kingsford Charcoal. It was like a Kingsford Charcoal ad for a barbecue he's having in New England, like a tailgate party he's having in New England for his retirement party.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the video was hilarious. He's like,
Oh, so you did see the video?
Yeah, he's just wearing like no shirt, but he's wearing
His coveralls?
and he's like dancing around
Overalls?
and like yeah.
Awesome.
No, it's epic. So I would watch it if I were you.
Oh yeah, I should. I just haven't had time.
More signings. Anquan Bolden signed with the Bills for a year.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I mean, he can still play. He just was holding out the sign so he didn't have to. So you didn't have to sit through training camp.
Wow, I don't blame him on that. In great news, Linval Joseph gets signed up for 4 years, $50 million, a 31.5 guaranteed.
Yeah, your defense.
If you go back to my last week's podcast, I said Linval Joseph was probably up next.
Yeah, I was gonna say something but forgot.
Linval Joseph, our defense, he's
Yeah.
getting paid.
Yeah, dude.
Paper.
Yeah, they are.
Next up, I guess, is Anthony Barr, I guess.
Yeah,
But he's a curious case.
I figured they would have signed him by now. But isn't he the 5th year? They got his 5th year option or something.
I think, but he's a curious case because he really sucked last year. So, not quite sure what to do with that feller.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll find out halfway through the year if he's going to get better, or if he's going to continue to not be good anymore. Oh, here's something I didn't mention about the Cutler Tannehill stuff. This is eerily familiar to me.
Oh yeah, for the Vikings.
I was
thing,
just
yeah.
I was watching something on
there was
NFL
a
Network
trade
today.
involved. It was just a free
Right,
agent
sure,
signing.
but still, it's like the same type of scenario. Younger quarterback goes out with a knee smash, and then in comes the old vet.
What would
but
you-
not quite an old, not a hugely old vet by
No.
any means. Like,
what would you have done if Bridgewater had gone down this year and they had gone out and signed Cutler?
that's interesting. I guess I wouldn't feel that bad.
I don't think if
For
someone
one thing,
told
there'd
me,
be 2 revenge games. First of all, I've already been through like a Favre signing. You
Yeah.
know, like, and it doesn't get any worse than that. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's like if Bradford and Bridgewater go down like later on, like 6 years from now, and the Packers are just releasing Aaron Rodgers and he comes over to the Vikings. that would devastate me.
Yeah, that'd be disgusting.
Because at least Favre was a likable kind of guy, whereas I feel like Aaron Rodgers, to Vikings fans anyway, is very polarizing. I don't know. He's just not the same. Like, he's not, I don't know. Ugh, I don't want to think about it. Ugh. Through from my mouth. It's like, what happens if Dak goes down and the Giants release Eli Manning and the Cowboys pick up Eli Manning? Yeah, see what I mean?
Like, I actually feel my skin crawling right now. That's awful.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to think that would never happen.
Well, yeah.
I would have to cheese grate my tattoo off my arm. Like, oh, goodness.
When they signed Favre, the Vikings signed Favre, I didn't know what to do.
Really?
It was very like, I don't know what's going on right now. It was surreal.
Yeah, so I wasn't as hugely into football then as I am now, because like now I understand the magnitude. But when that happened, I was just like,
Pop.
I was like, nice. I was like, when that happened, I was just like, what's the big deal? And it's just, I'm like, hey, didn't he suck with the Jets or something? So
Yeah, that's true. That's funny. But yeah, like that was a big that was a big freaking deal.
Excuse me.
It is the equivalent of Eli Manning playing for the
I'd say
the
so.
Giants.
At this point, yeah. Hey, do you have any news? Because I don't have.
I have
any
a bunch of news.
Wow.
Actually, from the Hall of Fame game, the Arizona rookie running back T.J. Logan is out 12 weeks with a dislocated wrist. Rust. He dislocated his wrist.
His Ritz.
It needs surgery. His wrist.
Oh God, that's probably my favorite voice you do, Jesse.
Yeah, it's not even imitating anything, really.
I don't know.
That's
So,
an
like,
origi.
So
Basically, I mean, it's based off of like a Valley Girl. Or
I don't
whatever.
know if I've. Oh shoot! I just kicked my mic.
Well, good job.
I don't know if
swearing.
I've told you that. Have I told you what that voice reminds me of?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'll probably have to tell you off mic that
Okay.
sometime.
What? Okay. There's a couple of things like players moving around in camp. So one is Kareem Hunt is getting first running back for Kansas City. He's getting first team reps in front of Ware and West. Now that just might be like just so they can see what he has or whatever. Show
I still
me what
think
you
Ware's
got.
going to be the starter, but I think he'll eventually push out Jacques-Henri Rest.
Yeah, I see that too.
West.
I see that as well. But I think Kareem Hunt might end up. I guess I don't know. I've never even seen him in action, but like Andy Reid is singing his pearls.
Apparently, CJ Spiller could push West for the third.
Oh crap! I forgot about
for the
Spiller,
third,
but
for
I
the
heard
third
that
running
too.
back spot. Yeah.
So West is just on the outs, I guess, huh?
You know, if they were to cut him, he'd get picked up probably. Somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely would.
Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, freaking
Well,
Ronnie
maybe.
Hillman is still out there with the Cowboys now. He was with the Vikings.
He did play in the
last
Hall
year.
of Fame game.
Yeah,
Alfred Morris looks really good in the game.
he did. Nelson Aguilar is getting more slot work than Jordan Matthews.
Yeah.
Although Doug Peterson says that's not an issue, but
But then I also saw something that Jordan Matthews could lose snaps to Nelson Aguilar.
yeah. Peterson says he won't have a reduced role, Matthews, but we'll see. You know, things happen. And Matthews was their like go-to receiver last year, wasn't he?
Hey, you know what I hope for that team? Absolute terribleness.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I hope they all brought their brown pants.
Jimmy Golden Graham loses 20 pounds, and he's fully healthy now, and he might be a friggin' monster this year. Because he was hurt all last year, and he had a pretty decent season. And he's
Plus,
fully
Russell
healthy.
Wilson has started to throw it more than run it.
Yeah, healthy, lost 20 pounds. I think he might be a friggin' monster.
Yeah.
That's your fantasy nugget.
So, do you draft? Oh, I'm very curious about where people would draft. You know, we should talk about this later. I was going to talk about Gronk because Dwayne Allen's been getting, I guess,
Red zone catches,
He's
yeah.
been getting all the red zone targets.
Right.
So
I heard
I'm
that
curious where people are going to draft Gronk this season, and if he's if he's the number one tight end that should be taken off the board, or if it should be someone like a 20-pound lighter Jimmy Graham who's healthy now, or even Hunter Henry.
Well, the problem is that they play Gronk like he's a wide receiver, and he's usually the top wide receiver. But then you got Brandon Cooks too.
And now Dwayne Allen.
Yeah, for red zones. I don't know. You have Gronk at the field.
Yeah,
He's
Julian
gonna
Edelman.
throw it to Gronk. You know, And
Yeah.
Danny Amendola.
Amendola, yeah, he still plays for them, right?
Maybe. I don't know that.
I
for
don't know. I
certain.
can't commit
I
to
think,
that.
but I can't.
I could
either.
Google it, but I don't want to.
I don't think that's a Google worthy event.
Hey, so how do you what do you think of the black cherry compared to the blueberry?
I think I like blueberry better.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all right.
I think I would put this underneath raspberry.
Really? See, I like it. I'm usually a sucker for black cherry. I think black cherry is
Well,
really refreshing.
And see, I like blueberry flavored stuff and raspberry flavored stuff.
I think the blueberry tastes more like a blue raspberry,
Yeah, fruity.
but I think it's too sweet.
Toot sweet.
Too sweet.
Excuse me.
Someone's belchy today.
Yeah, every day. Hard
Every
Knocks
day.
starts tonight. Tonight on
With who
HBO,
again? With
Tampa
who?
Bay. I think it might be interesting.
Yeah, it could be. I hope Mike Evans is good this season.
He was good last season at the beginning.
Yeah, and then
tapered off a
just
little bit.
declined. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, starting news. Tom Savage and Trevor Simeon are both set to start.
Oh man, the Broncos quarterback situation is a quarterback situation that no one wants to win.
Yep.
Apparently, Paxton Lynch doesn't look good. Trevor Simeon just looks barely good enough to beat Paxton Lynch out.
Yeah. And Tom Savage is starting. What do they get? Kaiser is their backup?
They drafted Deshaun Watson.
Watson. Yeah.
Kaiser plays for
I
the
always,
Browns.
I always screw those two up. And speaking of the Browns, Bross
Osweiler,
Osweiler. Bross Osweiler. What did I say? Bross Osweiler. Bross
Osweiler.
Bross Osweiler is impressing people in
Sounds like an
Cleveland.
action movie.
Bross Osweiler.
Cleveland. He's I think starting the preseason.
Oh.
He's a preseason starter. What if he just completely changes it and is just crazy impressive with the Browns?
That'd be sweet.
I kind of hope so. I want the Browns to be good.
I always want the Browns to be good because they're always bad.
Yep. But now maybe I don't because they cut Barnage.
Yeah, that's true. In Vikings news, Riley Reef is back on the sidelines, and they just have activated Latavius Murray off the pup.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Yes. Dalvin Cook is listed as a starter.
As he should be.
Riley Reef got signed in this past
Out the free
offseason.
agency. Reef and Mike Remmers. Remmers. What? Jalen Collins, a cornerback from Atlanta, is suspended for 10 games for enhancement drugs. Shouldn't take him. Did you know Donald Penn's holding out?
I know.
Offensive
I knew
lineman?
that. I found
Oakland?
that out like last week or whatever, and I only found that out because they were talking about Le'Veon Bell being a holding out.
Is Le'Veon Bell actually holding out?
I think so.
Oh, in Scott-related news, 49ers Malcolm Slips is out for the season with a torn pectorals.
Who's his replacement? It was a first-round draft pick.
Hassan?
Reuben Foster. Okay, Reuben
Who's
Foster,
Hassan or something?
He'll be the starter now.
Didn't they have a couple of sweet first round picks or something with Hassan? Is it
Apparently-
Hassan?
I guess also apparently Hoyer's looked really good in practice.
Yeah, I don't care about that. How about
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to talk to you about this. Christian Hackenberg
yeah.
is gonna. So Josh McCown is listed as a starter. Hackenberg's gonna get plenty of preseason play. Did you know he was yanked in practice because he couldn't? Oh God, what is it? Hold on.
Hackenberg?
Yeah.
And has anyone heard anything about the Iowa quarterback? Yeah, he's a 49er. Ooh, third on the depth chart.
Christian Hackenberg couldn't break the huddle correctly in practice, so they yanked him, but then they put him back in, and he did it right.
Well,
I don't know.
After-
Yeah, he's looked bad.
after they
Hackenberg
yank
looked-
him, yeah, he'd probably need a rest. yank them off.
Could be Bryce Petty. But anyway, Scott's talking a lot and doesn't have a mic, so I'm gonna just ignore him. So if you guys hear something in the background, it's Scott.
Hey, that's all I have for news.
Excuse me.
But we need to pick games.
It was a starting quarterback. Scott's right. So Scott was telling me about it.
I wasn't
someone
listening. What did he say?
Who like fumbled 3. It was like 3 or 6 times or something.
And the Jets?
3 snaps. No, I'm trying to remember who it was.
The first round pick, Kaiser.
Oh my goodness! It was Trubisky. Trubisky has looked unbelievably bad in practice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he fumbled his first 3 snaps at practice.
Wow. That's
pretty
funny.
bad.
Trubisky.
I mean,
That doesn't surprise me at all. I've actually penned him in to be bad. So,
I think everybody has.
except for
Oh, you know what
Chicago.
sounds good?
Donald's.
I was going to say Arby's curly fries. Is there an Arby's here now?
We officially have the meats.
Is it open?
Yeah, we ate there on our way to Osage last week.
How was it? How was it?
It's good. Well, it's an Arby's. I mean, it tastes like Arby's.
Yeah.
They did that right.
Yeah, where is it?
The meats. It's up by the highway.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that'll probably be a good spot.
Yeah, right out of town. Get right out of town.
So should we pick the preseason
You
games?
get right out of
Oh
town.
no, I know one thing I wanted to talk about. We can't talk about it very much because we only have 3 picks. But Jeremy Jelmstep, he tweeted us, just completed my first snake draft using ESPN draft, whatever. And his first 3 picks were Antonio Brown, Carlos Hyde, and Brandon Cooks.
That's amazing.
So and I didn't realize where he was. I guess I should have found out where he was in his draft order.
Well,
because I was a little shocked at Antonio Brown, but I guess he wouldn't have drafted first. But Antonio Brown and Brandon Cooks,
and I
would be
replied
great
to him
adds.
saying that's a damn fine 3, but I meant all 3, not just the 3rd pick.
Yeah,
And I think he took it the other way.
maybe.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Carlos Hyde, I think, is the only one at with your 2nd overall pick. Is Carlos Hyde really the person you want to go after? Like that's
Well, it depends on where it falls too. You know, like if he's
Yeah, that's true. Like if he's in the
Who's
back,
there?
if it's at the end of the 2nd pick. I mean, if it's the end of the 2nd round, then he might be your best option.
right. We are in a league that has 2 keepers. And I had kind of a little conundrum, and this will bring up to what you were going to talk about.
to pick mine.
I had Ezekiel Elliott, and you could pick anybody. So my first keeper was Ezekiel Elliott. I thought that was a no-brainer. But then I had a kind of a dilemma between DeMarco Murray, which we were talking about last week, and Michael Thomas,
Yeah.
wide receiver. So
So
I
who's
was
now like the primary target
right,
for Drew
and
Brees.
but I was thinking to myself, do I want to just shore up my running backs and just forget about it, and then I can just draft wide receivers when it comes to my turn, or do I want to like get one of each and then have to worry about the position, both positions?
Are you asking my opinion, or did you already make this decision?
I said it as of right now. I had Michael Thomas,
Yeah.
but then I saw I had DeMarco Murray sitting there, and I looked up their projected stats or whatever just to kind of get a feel for it, and it was like not even close.
See, I think I would
Which I don't always follow
But
that.
when you want to pick Michael Thomas so you don't lose another high round draft pick, because you'll lose your 1st round draft pick because of Zeke, and then you'll lose.
Is that how he works that?
Wouldn't you? When you lose your
Well,
draft
it depends on how it's set up. I need to look
And
into
I
that
don't know
first.
how it is.
Because sometimes it's just like the first 2 rounds are automatically picked, whatever, and it's just the keepers. Like in one of my leagues, the 1st round is your keepers, and then it starts the first, and then the 2nd round starts like your normal draft.
Interesting. So I've also heard it where you lose. So if you drafted Zeke at 1,
You'd lose
you
your
lose
first
your
rounder.
first pick, and that's who you have is Zeke.
I mean, I would be happy with that. Zeke
yeah,
is my
but
first
if
round.
that were the case, then I would keep Zeke and then do Michael Thomas.
Well, I don't
because
know
you
where
would
to-
have gotten Michael Thomas in either free agency.
Yeah,
or
but see
maybe
that,
like,
but that, see, then that doesn't make any sense because if you get someone out of free agency, then
that's a
does
good.
that just not
yeah,
count
that's a good
against
point
it?
too. I don't know how he's doing it though.
That's true. He said read the rules, and I tried to look up the rules and couldn't find anything about
I
it.
haven't had any time. I've thought about dropping out of that league,
I don't know.
but you being in it and it being a keeper makes me kind of want to stay in it.
Yeah, it was interesting. So, like I said, I went with DeMarco Murray over Thomas to
don't
just
think
like
that's a
not
good pick.
worry about wide receivers at all, or I mean running backs, and then I can just like whatever.
I think it also depends on it depends on. I'm curious how Drew Brees looks, but if Drew Brees looks like Drew Brees, I would go Michael Thomas.
Yeah, but Drew Brees, I think, has been kind of dropping off a little bit.
I don't know, not
And
really.
I feel like running backs are more surefire points than wide receivers because wide receivers can be up and down like week to week, whereas running backs, if there's true starters, which I know Zeke will be, and it's up in the air whether Murray will be or not.
Apparently, Derrick Henry's looked really good in his absence.
Yeah, but I feel like every year we get the same story with Tennessee. Like, oh yeah, I mean, I guess the last 1 year. Oh no, it is every year because every year that Henry's been there, which has been like 3 now.
No, this is his second season. He was drafted.
Oh
last
man! Oh, damn you!
I kind of feel like every time you can lock down number one
Well,
over running.
So I don't know.
I don't know, but if you look at sheer points, then probably Murray is going to get more points.
He'll
just
probably
from
get
being
more
the
red
running back.
zone touches, right, Murray? Yeah, but they use Henry more for like passing downs. So I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. We haven't seen Henry do it yet. We've
I-
heard all about Henry doing
I'm
it, but until
slightly
I see
sour.
it, then I'm
I'm
not going to do
slightly
it.
sour on DeMarco Murray this season. I don't really know why. It's just I got a feeling. Like it's just a feeling. But it's usually wrong.
Yeah, you know what? I had a feeling last year with DeMarco Murray blowing it up, and he freaking blew it up, and it was amazing. I still think he's got at least this season left in him. Next season, I would probably not be all about it, but I think this season at least he's. I'm still on the Murray train. I might be riding it a little bit too long. I might have missed my stop.
I think Murray will start the season, but I think he'll go down with an injury because right now he's been out with a hamstring injury for about a week.
Yeah, but he's back now.
Yeah,
coming back.
he'll be back soon. He's
So
not back
I mean,
yet.
but this is still like we still just in the first week of preseason, so I'm not worried about it.
No, I know, but like I feel like he could have a strong. I feel like DeMarco Murray could be one of those dudes who has a strong like 4 or 6 games, and you're just like, yeah, I'm so glad I drafted him, and then he goes down with an injury, and then I don't know.
I don't know, maybe. Also, they might draw a little bit heavier. What was their exotic?
Todd Sharp.
Exotic Smash Mouth running game or something. Is that what they called it? Last year they called it something. I thought it was Exotic Smash Mouth or something Smash Mouth
I don't know.
running game.
I do know that the Jaguars want to make sure that Blake Bortles never throws the ball.
As they should.
Like they want Florinette and Yeldon and Chris Ivory to just run the piss out of that ball.
I heard Fournette is basically great, and the other two are old.
Yeah, yeah.
That's basically
Like,
what I get out of it.
We both probably read the same thing, where it's just like Fournette's going to start, and Yeldon and Ivory are going to like split carries in his stead. Yeah,
Yeldon never panned
Yeldon was
out.
drafted 2 seasons ago.
2 or 3, yeah.
I thought he was going to be like
Yeah,
the next
a lot of
great
people.
starter, and then Chris Ivory signed with them, and Chris Ivory didn't do anything.
Well,
with
I
them.
mean, and that's the thing. Everyone thought freaking what's his face, Toby Gerhart was gonna
I
kill
know.
it for them, and he didn't do jack, which
the Jaguars
which made me
just
mad.
kill running backs.
I guess.
Everybody's going to think Fournette is going to do great
Except
things.
for no one's been good as a Jacksonville running back since Mojo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was money.
But that was like 6 years ago.
Yeah. Let's pick these games.
Yay.
Oh, how about we do say what pick of the week?
Say what? Oh God, I miss this. Is good times.
Say what? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No.
Pick of the week. Okay.
Hi.
That was 16 seconds. I don't remember it being that long.
That's what she said.
Seconds is not a unit of measurement, but whatever. Oh, I mean length measurement.
Shut up, Jesse.
What's to say what pick of the week? Bitch, mine's Miami.
Oh,
With Smoking Jay Cutler.
No, Cutler won't play yet, right?
Well, they're playing Atlanta, so I just picked them because it's Miami versus Atlanta. For some reason, even though they made the playoffs last year, I have no respect for Miami. Still.
Let's pick the 49ers to beat the Chiefs.
You crazy son of a blimps.
I'm just curious. Like, that's the only one that could be a say what pick of the week. I think.
Are you bi-curious?
I thought always.
Houston versus Carolina.
Carolina.
I have Carolina. Miami versus Atlanta. This is my second look at it.
I like Miami's chances as well. I'm gonna pick Miami. I'm sorry, man.
Minnesota versus Buffalo.
Minnesota.
Okay, I have them as well, obviously. Waz versus Bal.
What?
Washington versus Baltimore.
Baltimore. No. God.
Ooh.
Baltimore.
I have Washington.
I just can't pick Washington.
Yeah, right. Jacksonville versus the New England Pat Riots.
I'm just gonna let you in. Let you pick that one for me.
New England, as do I. Philly versus the Green Bay Plackners.
I'm actually gonna pick Philly.
I did as well.
I've heard not like I think I read it to you that the second round draft pick, their corner, the Packers corner, has looked quote abysmal in training camp in practice.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Who they had in the first round? Who'd they had?
I don't know.
Who'd they
But
had?
they don't really have much of a running game.
Ty
I guess
Montgomery.
their third round draft pick, running back or whatever, has been. It could push
Aaron Jones.
Montgomery down.
I heard that he wasn't very good.
Really? I thought he was getting a lot of the.
Oh,
primary
maybe
snaps.
you know what? Maybe you're right. I can't remember.
There's too much news.
I glaze over it. New Orleans versus Cleveland Browns of Cleveland.
I'm gonna pick the Browns.
So did I. Denver versus Chicago.
Denver.
Oh, McManus would be proud. I'm picking Denver as well. Pittsburgh versus the Giants of New York.
Pittsburgh.
I also have that choice. Tennessee versus Tampa Bay versus Cincinnati. Bengals.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of everybody's depth when I trying to pick
That's
these
kind of what
teams.
I did.
I think I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
As did I.
Do you think we'll get a heavy dose of Mixon? Joe Mixon?
Yeah, I would assume so.
I'm kinda hoping.
And this is something I'm going to bring up after this. San Francisco versus
that
the
game's
Kansas
Friday
City Chiefs. This is your pursuit pick of the week. I pick Kansas City. Tennessee versus the Jets.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yep. Me too. Dow versus Lar. Freaking kill me. Los Angeles Rams. Get it?
Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I have Dallas as well. Oakland versus Arizona. Oh, this is bitter. This is a
Oakland.
bitter rival. I have Oakland as well.
Ooh, Marshawn Lynch gonna play?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you think he'll play?
Probably not.
He probably
Detroit
won't.
versus Indianapolis. I don't think he'll play. Do you think he'll play? Detroit versus
Detroit.
Indianapolis.
Detroit.
I have Detroit as well.
They don't know if Andrew Luck's even
gonna
going to
be
start
there.
week 1.
Yeah.
At what point can people say that he's not worth? Can people agree with me that he's not worth the money that they've given him?
Mm-hmm. Seattle versus the Chargers.
Seattle.
I don't know if he
No.
retires.
Chargers. Seattle doesn't really have a good backup quarterback.
I have Seattle. Oh shoot! You picked the Chargers. Who do the Chargers have as a backup?
I don't know.
Nice. So
No, they went and signed somebody.
everybody
obviously.
did.
Damn it.
So
Wow.
here's my deal. I was thinking. I looked at all these games and I was like, "There's some games in there that I really want to watch," and I listed them.
Yeah.
Do
we
you
done
have any
picking games?
specific? Huh? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, tits. I mean, neat.
Same thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, tits are neat.
yeah.
Anywho.
Anyway.
So here's my games to watch. I don't know if you want to pull up a list and see if you have any.
I already just shut my laptop down. But
Oh, okay, that's fine. I want to watch Atlanta versus Miami because I want to see if Cutler plays.
I don't think Cutler will play. I think this will be like Matt Moore and others.
Isn't it just Matt Moore? I don't
There's
know who
someone
else they have.
Matt Moore and oh damn it, I just knew this.
And Slower.
I don't remember. Damn it, I don't remember.
I want to watch Minnesota versus Buffalo, obviously for one reason, but another reason I want to see Dalvin Cook play.
Yeah.
See if he's got the juice.
I want to see the Bengals game because I want to see Joe Mixon.
There you go.
I'm curious about Joe Mixon.
New Orleans versus Cleveland. I want to see because I want to see how those rookie. I want to see how the rooks do, like Myles Garrett.
He hasn't, I guess, been doing all that well in training camp. Like he's not adjusting super well.
I heard something about him sploding.
Sploding?
Sploding.
Didn't he got in a fight with somebody? I thought.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, it should be fun. You know what? I just also realized I want to watch all the games because it's freaking football
I'm
again.
going to watch all the games, but I also want to watch San Francisco versus KC because I want to see the defensive rookies versus the offensive rookie.
I also
and
want to
Kareem
see.
Hunt.
I want to see if Shanahan is a miracle worker.
Yeah, but still, it gives you an indication at least.
Scott said it's game one of the preseason.
I do want to
Yeah,
kind of
we
see
are going to
CJ
see some Beathard.
Yeah.
And Scott, you sure you don't want to stick around until Sunday and watch the preseason football? Don't. Go home. Maybe just go home tomorrow.
Tennessee versus New Jersey is the last one. New Jersey Nets.
Why do you want to watch the Jets game?
Because I want to see how bad New Jersey is. And I also want to see if Tennessee's legit like everyone says they're going to be this year. I want to see if there's any indicators there. I also kind of want to see Derrick Henry.
Todd Sharp, the rookie flop from last season, is going to start the season on the pup.
The Mexico City Diablos.
Yeah.
Those traitorous sons of bitches. But yeah, that's my news, and that's the way the cookie is crumbling.
That should.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Hey guys, if you want to listen to us, check out. You can listen to us on TuneIn Radio, right above my head here. You're watching the podcast.
Yep, or you could go slightly more above, or you could go above his head more and do Google Play Music.
Oh yeah, or if you go a little bit more over the cushion here, it's iTunes Radio.
A little cushion for that.
I mean, shoot, iTunes.
Little pushing for that cushion. Or you could do Stitcher Radio.
Tweet at us. Use the hashtag JuiceNation, ProFBJuice at Twitter.
Yeah, or you just visit our GD Facebook page and drop us little liners there.
Email us at profootballjuice@gmail.com. Whatever you want. I mean, if you're an Adori fan who's just like, you know what, I want to send them a picture of me topless, Jeremy, and then like, yeah.
Jeremy. Or also, there's something else that you can do is you can go to the profootballjuice.com, which is still a thing, and you can see all our picks, listen to the podcast, and all the other stuff that you want to do if you want to do it.
Say what? Scott.
Oh shoot! Wait.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Emily.
Brand
Arcadian Brewing.
Brandon Arcadian Brewing.
This has been fun.
Yeah,
we'll podcast again.
Yeah,
probably next week.
Yeah.
Peace. Ooh, saved us. Saved us.
You did.
What the fuck?
Yeah, boobs.
It was actually a Jeremy shout out to like.